It's time to turn on YouTube. It's time to hit the likes. It's time to subscribe to me on Black Nerd Tonight. Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a Black Nerd with a review for you. Black Nerd Reviews Muppets Most Wanted. I went with Rob Welkner of CoinOp TV to an early screening of Muppets Most Wanted. If you want to see our immediate reactions to that, check out this video here or in the link below. This is my full review, no spoilers. I'm gonna tell you the good, I'm gonna tell you the bad, I'm gonna tell you the nerdy. Plot of Muppets Most Wanted. Disney went to a warehouse of their merchandise, found out they had a whole bunch of leftover merchandise of Muppets from the last Muppets movie, and they're like, how can we sell these Muppet merchandise? Oh, that's right, let's just make another Muppets movie. Best synopsis ever. First, the good. As much as I like the last Muppet movie, I felt that it wasn't really a Muppet movie. I felt like it was more of a Jason Segel, Amy Adams movie that also featured Muppets. This is a true Muppet movie. The Muppets are front and center. They're having the adventure. It's all about them. There are human characters in it, but they're all side characters. It's about Muppets. It's for Muppets. It's probably made by Muppets. Muppet wrote it. Muppet directed it. Muppets catered the whole thing. Swedish chef. Foo for sure, for tea for sure. This movie is funny. I laughed out loud so many times. I mean, super laughed a couple times. There's a lot of quick rapid fire jokes in this. You can tell that they were really going for more of a comedy thing than a, oh, remember the Muppets nostalgia thing the last movie did. I'll put it this way, if the last Muppets movie was Gremlins, this would definitely be Gremlins 2, the new batch. You see what I'm saying? Actually, that makes no sense. Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords comes back to do the music for Muppets Most Wanted, and we get some really cool songs in this. Some really funny songs, too. Again, with that last movie, I felt that they were trying to make another Rainbow Connection with Life's a Happy Song. This movie is more about, hey, let's make some fun musical numbers. So they're very funny, they're very catchy. There's one song that Constantine sings that is just the best song. I was still singing it 3 days later. And speaking of Constantine, as you might know from the trailers, he is the Kermit lookalike that's the evil guy that everyone mistakes for Kermit and vice versa. And when I saw this plot point, I was really worried about this character. I just thought this was some character that they're just throwing out there just so they can have the whole mistaken identity thing. But let me tell you, Constantine is one of the funniest things about this movie. And the way that he remarks to the commentary about the Muppets, any worry that you're having about Constantine just being this throwaway character for a plot point, not the case. They really fleshed him out. Ty Burrell is funny. 1-2 punch, Ty Burrell, Peabody, and now this. Keep going, man. And Tina Fey, you know, you can't go wrong with Tina Fey. I love her. Oh, Tina Fey, I have such a nerd crush on you. It's ridiculous. Now for the bad. The plot on this movie is pretty thin. They even make commentary in the movie about how contrived the plot is. It actually leaves more room for the Muppets to do what they do best. So sometimes it's almost bad that we have to go back to the plot at times. It's like you almost want to just get past it right away so you can just see more of the Muppets being silly. Now, while I admit I did like a lot of the songs in this movie, some might find it a little too song heavy. It has the same problem that I thought that Frozen had. Most of the songs are at the beginning of the film and then there's not as much near the end. Luckily, a lot of the songs are good. Maybe if they were just shorter or maybe if they were a little bit more spread out, but you will notice up front, man, there's a lot of singing in this. And no spoilers, but the ending tries to do this thing where they try to bring back a lot of different characters that you've seen throughout the movie, and some of it they had to do green screen, and it was actually not a good job of green screen. I was like, is this a YouTube video? You could have had the same good ending without that part in it, so I feel like that wasn't necessary. This movie is an international adventure, not so sensitive to other countries. They make fun of France, they make fun of Germany, they make fun of Russia, they make fun of Ireland, but what would you expect from a bunch of Muppets? Oh, what? Am I being Muppist? And now for the nerdy. If you were like me and were like, what's the deal with this Walter Muppet? There's gonna be a couple jokes that are made in this movie that will have you rolling. It seems like that Muppets Most Wanted must have read some commentary about the first movie from message boards. I always love that meta humor. It's a Muppet movie, so of course you get cameos, and we get a lot of cameos in this. Some are pretty obvious, some have been in the trailer, some are very obscure. People come by and go out so quick that you're like, wait, who was that? But I will give Muppets Most Wanted credit for not being too Disney-fied with their cameos this time. The last time I felt like they were deliberately putting a bunch of people in there from other Disney properties. There's only a couple of cameos where you're like, okay, I see why you had to put him in there because he's with Disney and you're trying to market to the kids. But most of the people are just your average celebrities. Your average celebrities. Is that even a real thing? How can you be an average celebrity? I'm just your regular old famous person. Not super famous like the super famous people, just a moderate level of famous. I think I just described a YouTuber. This movie is so much fun. It's not trying to be like this, hey, remember the Muppets? Let's just fill your heart with nostalgia. It's like, let's just make a fun movie, and that's what this is. Now, there's gonna probably be some people who are not gonna like it, because like I said, it is wacky and silly and random in some of its humor. Very Gremlins 2-like. But if you like that type of humor, if you like the classic Muppet Show humor, it's a fun movie from start to finish, and I'm already planning on seeing it again. Now I wanna hear from you. Are you planning on seeing Muppets Most Wanted? Or if you've seen it already, let me know what you think of it. No spoilers. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Outie 5000. Chain chomp. And this looks like a Muppet. Yelp.
Muppet babies, they'll do the same for you. When your room looks kinda weird and you wish that you weren't there.
Go, bye-bye.